Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're welcome to the Baby Doll Show. My name is Shika Samuels, your fertility and lifestyle coach. I'm having my so precious loose herbal tea with a slice of lemon. Can you see my lemon? Yes, it's a kind of chilly kind of day, so I'm having my cup of tea. If you can hear me very well, say hello in the comment section. If this is the first time you're joining us, hashtag first timer, and let me know where you're joining from. I'm going to be in the comment section in a bit to engage with you. If you have not met me, I have a question for you. Where have you been? You're welcome to the Baby Doll Show. Every Tuesday we gather here talking everything fertility, how to have more children, how to enjoy our life, how to live a more fulfilled lifestyle. How can I adopt more fulfilling lifestyle modification? If you can hear me loud and clear, please click the wow button. Let me know where you're joining from and let me know that you can hear me very, very well. And take a moment to just call in your yard people and let them know that we're kicking off immediately. Last week, we ended up the series on the fail-proof fertile marriage. I hope you have been following the episodes. By the way, Happy New Month! It's a month of August. Yes. And we're moving right up. 2021 is really moving very, very fast. So I started up this series and we wrapped up last week, but I've started a new one on common food sensitivities and allergies and their impact on your fertility. So call in your crowd immediately. What we're discussing today is very, very critical. You know, Iran once said that the hardest thing to explain is the glaring evidence, which everyone has decided not to see. So we have arrived at a time in human existence where, you know, finally there is now clear and objective consensus on scientific literature that what we eat not only directly correlates with our fertility, but also dictates the health of our offspring and the subsequent generations. Did you know that? Yes. The way you are, the allergies you have, are an aftermath of what your generation before you was eating. When considering healthy, living or healthier eating, it is important to factor in how food sensitivities and even allergies, may affect you and your ability to conceive, your pregnancy period and the health of your offspring that are going to come after you. You see, your immune system and your fertility are closely related. And this is something that a lot of people find hard to believe. I don't know how. But in scientific literature, there is growing evidence of immunological infertility. Have you heard about that? Yes, they're interwoven. Your immune system and your fertility are so interwoven. Given the fluid nature of our bodily system, I believe that food sensitivities or food intolerances can spark a chain of biochemical events, which, given certain individual circumstances, can trigger the immune system unconsiderably. Which may even decrease a couple's chance of initially getting pregnant or staying pregnant, that's taking home a healthy baby or carrying to term. I'm a fertility and lifestyle coach and I get to work with, couples as a family unit. I have devoted consecutively more than 10,000 hours to the treatment of hundreds of trying parents all around the world. And I continue to keenly observe and amass strong empirical data, which evidences the dramatical impact that dietary modification exerts on a couple's fertility. I have done it so much that, in fact, in our fertility coaching program, we give 3 weeks in that 3 months program to diet modification. This, in conjunction with my sound research, leads me to conclude that in the case of a couple that is experiencing difficulty conceiving, or probably the person is conceiving, but is not able to take home a healthy baby, a carefully considered diet, which in our program we call the Fertile Diet Plan, is critical. No matter what strategy you're using to achieve conception, but especially if you're going by ART, that's IVF or ICSI, they are all part of the process. It is now commonly accepted that approximately 70 to 80% of one's immune system lives in their gut. But it it also makes sense that, healthy digestion accounts for a healthy immune system. They go hand in hand. Consequently, the health of our beneficial microorganism environments, yes, they live all in the microbes. They have their own environment inside of you. How our food is processed through the digestive canal and how the entire system functions will also have bearing on optimum fertility. So can you see how simply ingesting yourself with hormones, now I'm talking about your IVF, yes, they are hormonal injections, didn't you know? It's not the answer when it comes to optimizing your chances of conception and having a healthy baby, especially if it has not already worked, if you have had a failed one previously. So it is not only food sensitivities that also inflame your immune system. Conception equally, naturally arouses, an immune response, because what happens is that, the body initially perceives the embryo to be a foreign body. That's how your body perceives. When you get pregnant, when you conceive, the growing fetus, the body sees as a foreign body. So an overreaction of the immune system may translate into a defense, mounted against the developing embryo. They are fighting like they'll fight, your white blood cells are going to fight a foreign body in your body. So some researchers believe that increased irritation and inflammation of the gut system and also the reproductive tract, possibly due to allergies and other aggravating substances we were going to discuss, in this broadcast, they all combine with an overactive immune response, which may damage the embryo, decrease uterine receptivity for implantation. That's reducing the likelihood of having proper implantation if you're doing IVF, and possibly even lead to a miscarriage. So we now know that parents with allergies, particularly allergies triggering around the time of conception, may pass that allergy onto the developing fetus. You heard me? So constant immune assault from the toxins or the allergens may turn the body against itself, leading to increased autoimmunity with what's it called again? Elevated autoimmune antibodies. And eventually what happens is that these are conditions that negatively affect fertility or implantation. So because of the situation, the trying couples that meet me already find themselves, due to subfertility or infertility, or they're having cases of recurrent miscarriages, I am very conservative, in the eyes of some. Perhaps this is very severe. I recommend that, my trying couples avoid all known and even potential allergies while in the preconception preparation period, as many as possible, that they can. And that's why we have a checklist that they have to take off their diet. But if they have medically diagnosed food allergies, they must completely, avoid those allergens during the preparatory state. That's the 3 months if they're in the coaching program, or the 4 weeks if they're in the treatment program. So my view on this is very simple. In our world, people don't believe allergy. How can I'm not allergic to anything. I believe that optimum fertility is derived from a very complex biochemical chain of reaction that must be fine-tuned and reset, especially when, things are not working as they should or as they are expected, because you're trying for a child and it's not happening. So things are not happening as they should. So my view is, why would one knowingly risk a negative outcome? Why? Unfortunately, food sensitivities are often, much more difficult to pick up, than, they're difficult to pick up on, than when they are full-blown allergies or full-blown intolerances. But no matter how silent they may seem, their impact in the grand scheme of taking home a healthy baby must not be underestimated. And that's why we're very, very thorough in our fertility treatment plans and our fertility treatment, coaching programs, especially when everything else have failed. When the couples come and they say they've tried this, and everything else have failed, we are very, very conservative. Let me give you an insight. There are a food group that must be removed from your diet during So Precious Fertility Detox Program or So Precious, treatment plan, because they are inflammatory in origin and they are allergics. For example, dairy products. I'm talking about your yogurt, your cheese, your dairy milk, your cream, your sour cream, your cottage cheese, your whey protein concentrate, your casein. All grains that contain gluten are also off. Your wheat, your spelt, your ren, your kamut, your barley. Note that most breads, most bagels, muffins, pastries, cakes, pizza, pasta, durum semolina, your couscous, your cookies, your flour products, your cereals are off limits. Unless, of course, they are gluten-free. Quick oats, although they are gluten-free, are also not allowed. Processed corn, I'm talking about your popcorn, your corn chips, your cornbread, your muffins, your canned, niblets, they are all off limits. Your hydrogenated oil, your trans fat acid, your soybean oil, your corn oil, your cottonseed oil, your vegetable oil, your shortening, your margarine, of course, your alcohol and caffeine. We've talked a lot about that. During our fertility program, we recommend that you cut them off completely. Too much of either of this one will elevate your stress hormones and they'll contribute to hormonal imbalances. And of course, your peanuts. I know this one might come as an alarm to most of you. Peanuts containing products also. Your peanut butter, your peanuts in the shell, your trail mix that has peanuts. Yes, they need to get off. Check labels carefully, as many of these products, that list peanuts, they always write a disclaimer that it was either made in a factory that has peanuts or environment of peanuts. Also, of course, your sugar, your artificial sweetener, your table sugar, that's your sucrose, and other products with sugar added, must be completely put off. Your maple syrup, your honey, except for very small portion amount in maybe your homemade salad and your salad dressing, your rice syrup, foods and drinks that contain high fructose corn syrup. I have a YouTube episode on this. Your packaged foods, your candies, sodas, juice, packed juice, of course, as well as all diet products containing aspartame. You gotta go if you're really serious about this thing. These are all food intolerances. Your citrus food, your lemon, these are your citrus food. They are all okay. Your red meat, and all types of, organic good meats, lean meats, they are all good. But what I found is that most common food intolerances and sensitivities are found, in my practice. A lot of people don't know that they actually have these intolerances. They be like, okay, I've eaten it, over the years and it's just okay. But I'm going to share some with you. Do you know that something like dairy, including but not only lactose intolerance, we find that 75%, 3 in 4 people are dairy intolerant. Yeast, which is causing your candida infection, 33%, that's 1 in 3 people are found intolerant with. Your gluten, 15%, that's 1 in 7 people, are found to be, gluten intolerant. Your fructose or your sugar, 1 in 3 people are found. Your food addictive, your MSGs, 1 in 100 people are found to have these intolerances. So what I often recommend is to get a proper diagnosis. You must work alongside an experienced, fertility or health team that is, familiar with investigating and diagnosing food sensitivities and intolerances, like yours truly, your so precious team. Okay, because this needs attention to really pick the things that are causing the bloating and the insensitivities that you feel. The first step regarding the type of exploration will always be to adjust your diet. That's what I recommend. To replace the offending foods rather than going on the long wild goose chase, that food allergy tests can take you on. I really don't recommend those without having, done the initial groundwork. So in the cases of trying couples that we see, in my experience also, the 2 worst offenders that are found in modern diets are gluten and dairy. And if you're able to kick out these 2, you have really achieved a whole lot. But you must be careful and be aware that when making, the transition, to a healthier diet, what I find is that most people, unfortunately, unintentionally, end up replacing these worst offenders with equally undesirable ones, such as chemical-laden or pre-packed gluten, they call it gluten-free or dairy-free alternatives. The junk varieties found on the shelves of most supermarkets and health food stores is what you find out there. These will not in the least benefit your fertility, trust me, and your chances of even taking home a healthy baby. But what I recommend is that you must focus instead on what we discuss, regarding how to best optimize your nutrition. Okay, so we take the educational approach in our fertility coaching program, about the negative impact of gluten, trans fat, dairy, and what they can do in reproductive function. If you make the wrong choices while making this change, you won't get any of the benefits of avoiding the damaging foods or the foods that you're not tolerating. So let's look at gluten, for example. Do you know that gluten is scientifically proven to cause infertility? It has been scientifically proven to cause miscarriages and many other health problems for couples who have the heat intolerance or sensitivity to this allergic protein. Do you know? The problem I see very often is that this minor factor or the abnormality, that's the mild sensitivity. Some people say, oh, when I eat maybe pasta or rice, I blow up, I feel bloated, like I just added 2 pounds already. You can't easily pick up these things in a standard fertility workup. There is no fertility workup that picks up gluten intolerance, but it has the devastating effects. The easiest way to address the situation, in my opinion, is to replace gluten altogether with healthier alternatives. In fact, before we even look at your blood works, that's the first thing we actually is in the list of foods to avoid. So even if you don't think gluten is a problem for you, it's only by avoiding it for a few months, then reintroducing it again, that you truly notice if those symptoms are back. Okay, so the symptoms will typically be significant, even if you've never noticed them before, precisely, because of the highly, allergenic nature of the offending substance. You have to really pay keen attention to really pick it out, to even know if you're allergic to it or not. So previously, you would have not linked these two together. When you have been eating gluten for a while, you become accustomed to the bothering symptoms. You'll be like, okay, I always know that I feel this way. So you often dismiss it as normal, yeah? But slightly bothersome, or, it's not okay, but it's normal. I've always been that way. On the surface, may not seem like a big deal. For that biochemical chain reaction we want to optimize, you need to give keen attention. Hence, the importance of taking the step seriously. This step that I've described for you, wiping that clean state of, and I know it's always been normal, but paying keen attention. Okay, what I've found over and over again, with my trying couples, they prove to me that this step is a critical, important part of the solid strategy of trying for a child, especially if you're on the treatment program that we run. The details of what you need to look out for, what you must do to achieve the best possible results, it's all detailed in the book, Getting Pregnant with Ease. Click the link in the comment section to, get a hard or an e-copy. This is an Amazon best-selling fertility book. Yes, it's your fertility manual for the year. Trust me. It has a whole lot about these discussions, and it's available in every major city around the world, even in e-copy also. So as I've discussed earlier, there is one major problem when implementing a gluten-free diet, and that's the problem I have with all this gluten-free, dairy-free. People often think that everything that says gluten-free on the label is good to eat. Don't be fooled. Avoid commercially available gluten-free products with the same focus, and intensity as you avoid commercially available gluten-containing varieties. And I'll tell you why. Many of the gluten-free products include nasty ingredients such as soya, especially if you're suffering from inflammatory illnesses like fibroids, PCOS. You have to really give this attention. They contain soya, they contain additives, they contain health-damaging preservatives that you really don't want in your plate. All these food additives must be avoided if you really, really want to optimize your fertility. Trust me, the best replacements are the least processed food, and that is what I always tell people. Your food should not look so different from how it was harvested from your farm. So your vegetables, your proteins, your good fats, this is a new way of nourishing your body, and it doesn't require any complication or advanced. You just need to pre-plan and be proactive with the organization of your menu plan or home runnings, okay? But this is a small price to pay for your optimum fertility. It is, and it's something like, if it's that important to you, then you need to give it that attention. Okay, I hope you have gotten value today. Next week, we're dealing with dairy as a food and infertility allergy. If you're struggling to carry to term or you're trying to conceive for longer than 3 years, our new fertility treatment plan is the right plug for you. Trust me, for you to baby born this year. So Precious Fertility Treatment Plan is the plan for you. My team and I have been for months before we came up with this, and it's our best-selling service with a lot of results. We're going to be looking comprehensively at your fertility treatment and your tests and your scans. We're going to get analytical interpretation of the results. You would know exactly what the problem is. That is one takeaway from our treatment plan. There is no vagueness. You know exactly what the problem is. We'll put you on dietary and lifestyle assessments and modification tools. Will help you make sustainable dietary and lifestyle modifications, something that you can carry on even after the program, helping you create a fertile womb environment for your babies. We'll give you 1 month supply of prenatal egg ovarian reserve boosting smoothie pack. So it makes your smoothie very simple. You just add your water or your base, if you're using bananas, and there you go. You have 1 month supply of your libido and sperm quality boosting smoothie pack. Yes, for the men. There's also something for the men. Okay? Then you have 1 month supply of the best-selling prenatal detox drink, the So Precious Elixir prenatal detox drink. If you have not been using the elixir drink, like they say, trial will convince you. It is a wonder drink. It's a miracle drink. I'm telling you, I can't explain it enough. And you get 1 month supply of it. You also get 1 month supply of hormone balancing herbal loose teas. Yes, this that I'm using. You get 1 month supply of this. Okay. You also get 1 month supply of smoothie herbal, blends for sperm quality and egg quality. We'll also give you bespoke Nigerian fertility boosting meal plan and recipes. Yes. We'll also help you shop healthy and affordable. We'll give you healthy shopping guidelines, for so that you don't use your money to buy poison. We'll also do it yourself virtual health kitchen makeover. Yay! I want to see your kitchen, your fridge, and your pantry. And we'll do that. I also get free copies of the 2 So Precious best-selling fertility books. All this in just week 1. There is more. Week 2, you get 1 month supply of tools for accurate ovulation tracking. A lot of women don't even know if they ovulate or when it's happening. You get to get that tracking too. You also get 1 month supply of toxin-free female sanitary hygiene pads. A lot of resistant infections and inflammatory illnesses is because of the wrong pads. We also give you 1 month supply of safe alternatives to your body cream, facial mask, and soaps. You can see how smooth this is. Resources for prenatal planning, how to manage your stress and your sleep quality management. We'll give you resources for mind management principles, yes, relationship management, everything we'll be talking about for previous week. You get all that. Your resource exercises also, we give you all that. We give you resources for your environmental toxins awareness classes. It is tense, I'm telling you, and all this is just in week 2, and there is more. In week 3, we give you strategic ovulation tracking classes to target the fertility window, because you need to know when you're most fertile. It is a very narrow window, for a woman, so you need to know when it's happening so that you can take advantage, right? We also give you personal prenatal classes, coaching sections to keep fit and maintain a healthy weight while grooming, a healthy body for your baby, because your body is the new and first home for your baby, right? You need to act pregnant to be pregnant. You need to take care of your body if you really believe it's the first home for your baby. We also give you practical sex therapy classes. How to make love for faster goal-hitting chances. Don't you love that? Nice. We'll also show you the ways to enjoy sex while trying for a child. We'll give you some bedroom sex dane. Virtual declutter revamp. Some of your bedrooms are filled with so much clutter and it's so distracting when you have sex. We're going to help you take care of that. And all this is just week 3. Week 4, there is more. We give you complete 1 month, pharmaceutical grade fertility supplements dosage. Of course, after our medical team have looked at the analysis, we're now going to give you a supplementational plan, and we're supplying you free 1 month dose. And you're going to see visible differences in your cycle, in your egg and sperm quality, and you get discounts on repeat orders. It will also help you with effective relationship management classes and mind management classes for improved bonding between the couple. We also give you psychological relationship healing therapies. A lot of marriages are strained because they are trying for a child, and you'll be working with a renowned fertility coach. Yes. So you're going to also get free fertility value resources, educational videos, audios, PowerPoint presentation, accountability action plans. It is intense, and it's all zeroed to give you action to help you baby bump. If you have questions, please comment on the comment section. I'll be coming there to engage with you. If you'd like to learn more about the So Precious Fertility Treatment Plan, let me know. My number is in the comment section, and I would love to hear from you. Till we meet next Tuesday, keep living healthy and keep giving the world your best.